Good morning, Reds. We are back at the Kop TV, and today we have the next top Kopics. I believe it is 112. I am joined by Joe, who's not quite next to me because the studio's set up in a mad way, but he's over there. So, how are we doing today, Joe, lads?
Very well. It means I can look at you properly. Just, do
I
this
can't
one
touch you though, lad. I like to be able to touch him and that while we're like talking about it, going, no, like the Carragher thing and Henry and that, lad, when we're talking about big points.
Yeah.
That's what I like to do. But yeah, we're doing all right this morning. It's early, it's 9. We've had a great game yesterday and we're going to dive into it. But first, we've just been told something by the studio, yeah, and it's just blew me mind.
That is mad.
And I don't know what to make of it. I'm not going to make a massive deal of it. I'm not. But Darwin Nunez, go and have a look, everybody, by the way. He's removed every single Liverpool picture from his social medias. And I can't understand why he would do that. Like, the only thoughts that I can think of is the Euro. No, he's not playing in Euros because it's a South American team. Is like, what's going on there? What's his thought processes? Is it the hate that he's been getting? He's like, do you know what? F you guys, I'm going to take it off my thing and not celebrate you. Or what do you reckon that is, Joe?
Honestly, he's a madman. So I don't have a clue what he's done. Like, I don't know. I reckon it's someone in the tunnel, maybe. Actually, when he tripped over his own legs. Yeah. Maybe that was it. And he thought, right, that's it.
I mean, it's not the first time he's tripped over his own legs, unfortunately. And we're not disrespecting you, lad. Please put some pictures back on your Instagram. But if you've got any thoughts about that in the comments or reasons as to why he's done that, we can't think of one. We've only just found out this morning. We know everything about Liverpool and we didn't know this. So let's try and investigate why Darwin Nunez has done this. But that's not very important. It's just social media, and usually it means absolutely nothing. We are going to talk about the game yesterday, which was quite fabulous in lots of ways, quite dire in lots of ways. But we'll go half by half, goal by goal.
Quite dire?
Yeah, and I'm going to tell me reasons why I think.
All right,
yeah.
This is what. Yeah, it's funny people watch the same game.
Yeah, and we have different opinions on things, right? So, half by half, start off this game, lad, right? And we are out the gates. Anfield is loud. Jurgen Klopp's got a little tear in his eye after "You Never Walk Alone" and that. It's looking wonderful at Anfield, right? Come out the gates, loads of energy, having shot after shot, lad, creating so many chances. And it just looked like, to me, it was going to be another one of them days, lad, where we were like, yep, we're going to create loads of chances. We're going to score one of them, and then they're going to score another goal, and we're going to rue all these missed chances. Like, we had the one where Mo Salah's coming in on the back post. He come in the back post about 4 times. And he's hit the post, he's hit it across goal, he's hit the crossbar, all these different ones. But we played well. What were your thoughts in the first 20 minutes?
That was boss, wasn't it? Like, I mean, the whole Klopp thing, it's the second to last game at Anfield, do you know what I mean? So it's a bit special, innit? Like, and against Spurs as well, bigger team than Wolves at home, like in a few weeks' time. So we got to send them off with a nice little win, and hopefully we can do that again next week. But the week after. But the thing is, Salah actually half turned up.
He really did.
So
I like that.
Don't know where that came from. I was thinking that. But then the celebration for his goal.
What was the celebration?
I don't think it was too celebratory.
No, he scored it and went, what? I'm boss. Yeah. That's what it is. And do you know what, lad? I have no problem with strikers sort of getting at the fans and saying, look how good I am, lad.
Yeah, that's what I do.
No problem, lad. If you've scored the goals, we'll back you, lad. No problem. But I do agree with you. It wasn't like he ran over and he was on his knees and that. It was more of a statement. I am the best goal scorer here.
Yeah, like, don't doubt me. Yeah. But also, mate, don't play like you have been playing then.
Yeah, that's
good header though, wasn't it? Like,
it was a great header. And actually, we don't see Mo Salah score many headers at all. And it was a lovely ball from Gakpo, I believe it was, in the back post. Yeah. Brilliant, lad. Gakpo had a great game as well, in my opinion, as well. Yeah. So going on from the first 20 minutes, we scored the first goal. Mo Salah, brilliant. He's celebrated like, what? I'm back. Here we are, lad. We're at Anfield. And then we're kicking on still. And we're still, to be honest with you, lad, Tottenham, mate, they're the most open team in the Premier League. I think they are.
Wide open.
It's madness, lad.
Just like doesn't know what he's doing anymore. I think it's weird. Like that, it's shifted now, and people have started talking about. And he's like, actually, I don't really like him because he's a bit like.
I know.
He just says, "I don't know about that, mate." Every time someone asks him a question,
it's mad. It's because that fella won the first 3 Premier League managers of the month. Do you know that?
Did he?
For August, September, and October, he won all 3.
Yeah.
And now look at the form of his team, lad. They've conceded 4, 3, 3, 4. Or something like that. Sort of crazy amount of goals in 4 games. Like, they've lost 4 in a row. It was against Chelsea, Arsenal, I can't remember the other team, and us.
There's 3 decent teams though for you there.
Yeah. They are getting beat by good teams, but still, the openness, they're conceding 3 goals against Arsenal in the first half. They're conceding 3 goals against Liverpool in the first half. It's just craziness.
I think it's teething problems, in it. Like, every new manager goes through that little bit of phase of, like, if you get it wrong a little bit, then you'll ship goals. But Spurs have got unbelievable quality.
Yeah,
and like we'll get on to Son like, in the second half. But
mate, as soon as Maddison come on in that second half,
he had about 3 shots in the first 10 minutes, didn't he?
Brilliant, lad.
But anyway, we're still 1-0.
Yeah, we're still 1-0, lads. We're moving on from that now.
Yeah.
So we're playing well. The second goal, I believe, was Gakpo, was it?
Gakpo header.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's
So
the
no.
second goal?
Oh,
That was the third one.
What was the second one?
Who scored the second one?
So we went
Wasn't
Mo
Elliot?
Salah.
No, Elliot was the fourth. Was it?
Hey, we're crap, you know.
Who
So
scored?
sorry to do this to you.
It's too early.
Hang on, let me get my game up. I'm so sorry, guys. This is a terrible terribleness
embarrassing.
from us.
We
Let
did
me have a look.
definitely watch the game.
Yeah, we did. I definitely watched it, bud. Oh, Robbo! Oh,
Andy.
yeah. Robbo, that's why.
Tapping.
That's why we forgot, right?
I
Because
know,
this
yeah.
man never scores a goal. And then all of a sudden, he scored 2 in 2 weeks, lad. How does that happen? Like, I know they were just tap-ins or whatever else, and the other one was bad goalkeeping. But it was brilliant play, that. It was, I remember the goal. So he's fizzed it into Mo Salah. Mo Salah's had a snapshot where he's not really got much time with it.
No.
And he's followed it in, lad. And it was actually brilliant play from us. It really was. So that's on the break of on the first half on the break. So we've played well that first half. We've absolutely dominated. I don't think I can't even remember shots that they had, lad, in that first half. Genuinely.
No, I don't think they did. No, I don't. Yeah, Ali had a 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Right, just
Really
collected
like
them. Yeah,
little
dribbled
goals
through.
and that, lad, yeah. Second half, we come out. And we are usually a good second half team. We actually perform better in the second halves. But this game was a little bit different. We come out and we get an early third goal in the second half with Gakpo, and that's one that we thought it was brilliant. That way,
like he's like hit his man as he's headed the ball as well, boss.
We are going to mention, by the way, the man who delivered that cross because, mate, he had a performance and a half. You know, Harvey Elliott, lad.
Yeah.
What a man.
I mean,
honestly, lad.
Can we get to man of the match now or wait?
Yeah, like we'll just say it right now. Harvey Elliott was the best player on the pitch, lad. We had many good performances. Gakpo, brilliant. Robbo was good. Trent was good. Mo Salah, brilliant, lad. Everyone was good. But Harvey Elliott, lad, he's seen his starting position. He's took it off Dom for this game, lad, and he absolutely ran with it. He showed Dom, this is what you should be doing, mate.
Yeah, mate.
And that ball over the top to the back post, similar to the actual Mo Salah one.
Yeah,
as
it was
well,
a mirrored sort of width,
which is
wasn't it?
testament to Spurs' defence. Honestly, watch your back post, lads. We know all about that with Trent and that.
And the left back had a nightmare against that.
I know, lad. And he flew in there, he's lofted the ball in, and Gakpo's header, lad, was, you know, like one of them headers where they do this with their, look at their hands, where they go, you know it? Little salmon ones. Andy Carroll used to do it all the time. It's like a pivot with your head, lad. I can't explain it. Flicks it in bottom corner, and we're just thinking, yes, absolutely beat these now, lad. Dominated this game. We are boss. Liverpool have had a great performance for the first time in a while. It was lovely to watch. But then they made subs, didn't they? Straight after that goal, they brought on Maddison. They took off Bentancur. They took off a few lads, and you could see the difference that it made in their team. They started to go for it then. I don't know if Liverpool had took the foot off the pedal a little bit, being 3-0 up.
Yeah, naturally that happens, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, lads.
But I think that, I mean, they were going to come out, well, hopefully not, but like, yeah, I think the manager's got to just change it, Annie. Yeah, even if they're not as good as players coming on, just like shift it a bit, yeah.
Tottenham actually play better when they go down. It seems like they just lose all their inhibitions and then go for it, even though it doesn't seem like they're setting up really secure at the back in the first place. I don't quite know how they operate. It seems like they just go on vibes, lad. They're like, yeah, let's just do it.
Yeah, that feels good.
Can't work it out.
That feels bad.
So they bring on subs, and the game's starting to change a little bit. But then the man that we've just been speaking about, Harvey Elliott, lad.
You know what? You know what it is, right? He on the pitch, every player was looking at him, going, "You're the man today."
Yeah.
So as soon as he passed it off, he'd show again, and they'd look for him. Yeah. Every time. Everyone was like, "Where's Elliott?
Mo Salah.
Give him something he'll create it for us." Yeah.
That's what you're seeing from Mo Salah, lad. Wonderful little touch. He's bad in his time, and he knows that Elliott's going to make the run for him, to just slot it on for him to have a shot. Gets the
touch
ball.
as well.
Brilliant. Honestly, like, we were boss yesterday. It was brilliant to watch. I haven't got to meet Dyer part yet, but we were brilliant to watch. And then he slips it to him, lad. He takes a man on. He sees the angle, and his body's in, like, he's facing away from the goal, lad. He's facing this way, and he manages to wrap his foot around it, yeah, in the most it was beautiful, lad. The most perfect way, and you just see the ball, oomph. Every single angle that you watch that goal in, lad, where you just like,
gets better.
Goosebumps. I know he'll be watching that at training going, "You seen this, boys?" Yeah.
I know.
Sick this, innit, lads, eh?
The angle from behind him is the best angle. Like Ali, like me in a game when I'm playing, and someone whips one in, I'm like, I've got the best view in the house. So just right behind it. But the thing is, it was never off target. It never come out and in. It just always rose, so and the power and the whip gained every time. And then Vicario was just literally just in the air, and he just in the air going, it's in.
Yeah, Vicario didn't necessarily. I think his first goal that he didn't want to concede, but he didn't necessarily have a bad game. That's just a shot that I don't care who you are, Petr Cech, Alisson, Ederson, you ain't saving that, because it was a laser beam into the top left corner, mate. It was ridiculous. So we've got 4-0 now, and we're thinking, yes, we're going to get the game back now. The last 10 minutes, they've sort of grew into it a little bit, but we'll get the game back. And it didn't seem to work out like that. I think we definitely took our foot off the pedal when we hit that fourth goal. We sort of went, there's no way they're coming back from 4 goals, even though last season we were 3-0 up, lad, and we come back to get a 3-3, and we just about won that game.
Crazy.
Like, do you know what I mean? So we didn't really learn our lessons there. So they're coming back into the game. Maddison's come on, and he's having a great game, lad. He's some of the pivots that he does, some of the turns. Honestly,
I like him.
He needs to go to the England squad, lad. He definitely needs to go to the Euros when you're watching him, lad.
He's carrying Spurs. I mean, obviously, like, Son as well, but like few other key players. But like that's what you get when a team isn't that consistent. You just need a few players to carry you through. 4-0 down as well for them. Nothing to lose. They're going to take more risks, and I'm surprised we didn't hit them on a break again. But we'll get to that. But the goals, I can't even remember the goals now.
I can.
Was
brilliant.
It cutback? Was it a cutback? And then...
So first goal, they put it out on the wing to Richarlison, lad. No, I can't remember who it is on the wing. Put it out on the wing. Richarlison's in the middle of the box, lad, who absolutely loves to score at Anfield, by the way. He's got 4 goals at Anfield. What the hell is that, lad? He can't score. He's got 4 goals.
I know.
Stop him. Stop it. He's a shithouse as well, lad. No one likes to see him scoring at Anfield. But it was brilliant. Came in from the box, lad. And he's just like, one of them really refined, cultured finishers where he doesn't have to put any heat on it, lad. He just think. Bottom left corner, and you could see he was just like, it's when he's not thinking about it, he can do that in a lot of
in the moment, innit?
I'd love to see Nunez doing stuff like that. That's exactly what we need from our strikers at the moment.
Don't think Nunez, just do it,
lad. Just lock it in, lad,
yeah.
you know what I mean? So it's a brilliant finish, lad. I mean, thinking, you've got to go back now. Liverpool can never, ever keep a bloody clean sheet. And this is where I'm getting frustrated now. This is when the game when I'm like, Liverpool, lad, how brilliant have we been today? And you're letting yourselves down by conceding silly goals. It was wide open for them, lad. We no longer need to be pushing for attack. So I don't know why there's these gaps in the defence to let Richarlison through. He's not the best finisher in the world, but he was just let him look like he was Thierry Henry or something for a second, lad.
No, I think late in the season as well, you get a bit of complacency anyway. I think the lads were like, you've had the 4-0 now. Now we can just relax a bit. But they didn't relax in the right way, do you know what I mean? Or sit low or whatever. So.
And also, in reality, we've got nothing to play for now. We had the season's done. Like, we're not going to win the league or nothing, so we're going to finish 3rd. And that will play into the man. So I am still happy the fact that we didn't concede first. We have pushed on and scored 4 bloody goals, brilliant goals. And, And
Salah turned up, half turned up. I love it. I mean, maybe that's because he knows now that he's maybe not going to be here, but like...
We all know when Salah gets put under the pressure, lads. Everybody knows this. The second Salah gets put under pressure, lad, he turns up. He's done it in all our cup finals. He's done it against all the big 6. Yeah. He goes, nah, you're not doing me like that. Watch this, lad. And that was one of them situations where the media's put him under a lot of stress because that stupid thing that probably happens 20 times a day in the training ground that nobody sees.
Oh, yeah, I know. Football, I know, man.
Two really good mates will have beef with each other, lad.
Yeah, honestly, even on Saturday after the game, they're actually having beef, like real beef, and then literally 2 minutes later, they're hugging, aren't they? With a pint in their hand. I mean, no, they're not going to do that, but like, I know, it's fine.
That's why 40, lad.
It was literally like 5 seconds, and of course you're going to be frustrated anyway. You're not playing well, your team's not doing well, and the season's over, and your manager's leaving, and you might be off as well, and it's just like, have a bit of that.
Lad, you're a goalkeeper, when your defender's done something bad and it's letting a goal, lad, I know for a fact you stood up and went, what are you doing, lad? Like, that's what people do, lad.
Yeah,
this
Pickford loves that one, doesn't he?
Yeah, you want to compete, lad, and you have that competitive nature. And unfortunately, sometimes you're not the most regulated human being in the world, lad. And that just happens because we're all human and we have feelings and emotions and all that stuff. So I didn't look past that. But obviously, when the media's doubling down and pushing the narratives and pushing, Salah's got a point to prove then against them all and go, look, I'm here for Liverpool, I'm a good goal scorer, I haven't dropped my form like to a ridiculous state, I can score goals again, watch me do it, lad.
And I'd like to think it was tactical genius from Klopp there, just give him a little poke, innit?
Yeah, he went, you're crap, bro.
I know,
I don't think you're crap, lad.
Took him 5 games to say it.
Oh, lad. We're not finished with the game yet.
4-1.
Yeah, it's 4-1, and we're thinking, we've still won this, haven't we, lad? But then they're kicking on.
I know.
Like, they're dominating the ball and they're creating chances, yeah. And it's like one of them ones now where I'm like, whoa, is this going to happen again, lad? Are they going to start scoring goals and getting back into the... Are we going to give a pen away? Are we going to, like, what's happening here? What are we going to do?
There was actually a big swipe. Was it Gakpo?
Yeah, and we will talk about this, right? Because it was quite similar to the Havertz one, and we never got it, but we'll talk about it in a minute. So, they're playing well, and then they create this goal, lad. That was magic, lad. Whip it into the box. Richarlison has a touch, lad. Lays it off to Son, and then he slots it past Alisson. It was beautiful playing in the box.
And you've never seen Ali scramble.
Never?
And Ali was scrambling when Son took a half fake shot, and then Ali sold himself, and then gets up again, and then flops again, and then he just slotted it, and it was a really composed finish, to be fair.
It's brilliant, lad.
Left corner, wrapped it, didn't he? That little reverse.
Yeah.
Composed.
Brilliant,
I know.
Absolutely
nice
brilliant.
Finish.
That's why Son's the main man for...
I know, yeah.
You can see why he's the main
Fancy
man.
it, Son, innit? Maybe, mate, come on.
But also, again, Richarlison just seems to have a great game at Anfield every time he plays against us, lad. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the remnants from playing for Everton.
Yeah. It is the big F thing, innit? Yeah.
It's mad.
They love it, don't they?
And then, so they're playing well, lad. And now they've got a second goal, and I'm sitting there thinking, I cannot believe that there's a possibility that we might flap a 4-0 lead at Anfield. I can't believe what I'm watching after such a dominant performance, similar to the way we played against Man United in that first half. We had nothing. Not a sniff, lad. And then we give them a goal, and then all of a sudden, drama everywhere, lad.
I know.
And we create our own problems. So I'm going into this last 10 minutes now, crapping myself, lad. And then what happens? Richarlison's through on goal, or somebody's through on goal, Son. Alisson makes a wonderful save, lad. It's going in. And then it's about to drop into the goal. It's going in, lad. And Gomez does this ballerina, karate, whatever kick you want to call it, lad.
Firmino.
Mate, yeah, Firmino one, lad, when he does his celebrations, yeah. And just karate kicks it out, lad. Nearly whips Brendan Johnson's head off. And I'm like, oh my God, what a clearance for one. But two, is this going to be a penalty now? Like, are we actually doing this? Is this real? And then, unfortunately enough, Brendan Rodgers could see the post. So he decided he didn't want to get kicked in the head. He'd rather get it by the post instead, lad, unfortunately. So he wrapped around the post. And Liverpool, being the sporting team that we are, kicked it out of play so that he could recover the man, lad, make sure he's all right. And then, to be fair to Spurs, they give us it back. And then we played on from there. And then we seemed to get a little bit of a bite into the game again because they were throwing men at us. Loads and loads of men at us, heavy at the top.
Well, they're trying to get that Champions League place as well, right? You know what I mean? It's still on for them, isn't it? Yeah,
Villa lost yesterday, didn't they, lads? Against Brighton. They're pushing us. So we've got loads of space in behind, and we are consistently getting in now, getting in. There's a brilliant ball that Mo Salah played, lad. He's been underrated for his assists in the last 2 years. Honestly, the fella has changed his game. It definitely adds to a playmaker. Yeah. And there was a ball across, I think it was to Darwin Nunez, from the halfway line all the way to the corner flag nearly, lad. He's through on goal, Darwin Nunez. Doesn't finish it. Yeah, we expect that. Yeah. But it's brilliant, lad, and a great run by Darwin Nunez to even be there and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we get another one, lad. Darwin Nunez, actually, this time, makes another fantastic run. He's a little bit offside, which we also expect. Yeah.
I don't mind a little bit offside in this. You know, I
not
don't
17
mind
times a game, like, but you can be off 2 or 3 times, but not 17 times, lad. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But that's his game on the shoulder. I don't mind it when it's a few, but also you got to think back of like if Nunez was playing in a fluid Liverpool team, which he has done now and again. He scored because we aren't overthinking our passes and our movements in it. And half a yard, that's all Darwin Nunez needs. Yeah. And also half a yard of hesitation from like Trent or whoever's playing the ball, and then he's offside. So like if he was playing in a more fluid team, definitely he'd score more goals and look dynamite because he leaves people for dead, and like he's through on goal with like 10 yards of space. He's that fast.
I'd almost love him to go into training and be taught, lad, you're that fast, mate, that you could almost have a step behind these defenders and still beat them because you're that quick, lad. He's ridiculously fast. But yeah, he makes a run, lad. He's a little bit offside, but he's through, and he's got a chance there where he either shoots or he cuts it back for Mo Salah and decides he's going to slot it across from Mo Salah. Mo Salah runs in, slots it, brilliant goal. It's offside, but it was another example of what Nunez and Mo Salah can do together.
Well, isn't it? Yeah.
But brilliant, yeah. So we finished the game, lad, and we won 4-2. Great. Yeah, Klopp looks made up, goes over to the crowd, does his little waves. Yeah, big one. Brilliant, lad. And to be honest with you, lad, the parts that I'm unhappy with are just the fragility. Fragileness?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Fragility?
That's right, isn't it? Yeah.
Fragility.
You know what he's saying.
Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. We're crap at defence. Yeah.
I think we're just a bit tired. Yeah. Like that, and especially when you're seasoned. Like, I play amateur footy, and I'm a bit mentally tired now. And we could win the league on Wednesday, and I'm a bit you know, I've got a bit of like, I'm feeling it. You know what I mean? Not physically, but like a bit mentally.
Can anyone watch that game, lad, or see that game, or support you?
I'll put the highlights up on YouTube.
Yeah. Everyone's gonna have to watch that. You can win a league, lad.
I actually lost my cup final last week, and I and I made a bit of a David Raya sort of mistake on a goal kick, and the ref give it. Okay. Went over to his linesman, indirect free kick, terrible. And they don't even get given in the Premier League. But there was fans were singing "Check the GoPro" behind the goal. It's like, I'm not giving them my GoPro.
Yeah.
But the liner was like, reset. Basically, I just kicked in my standing leg, indirect free kick. He scored from it.
I'm so sorry.
Nightmare. But there was many other situations. But you can go and watch on YouTube if you want. Like, but,
go and support him, lad. He's a big part of this channel now, lad, and we love him. So go and support him.
But anyway, we're mentally tired as a team. Definitely.
You can see
there's nothing to play for. Klopp's off. All these people might be off. We haven't even spoke about Atchenberg being off. I don't know if you spoke about it on the podcast, but
no.
Keep a coach Atchenberg. He's off.
The longest serving coach for us as well, isn't he, lad?
15 odd years, I think. Yeah.
And he's produced Alisson, mate. That's who he produced, lad.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously Alisson's Alisson.
Yeah,
he doesn't get there without the coaching, lad.
Alisson, but like, we bought him for a good, what was it, like 70 odd million? Yeah. I mean, but from Roma as well, he wasn't proven to be the best goalie in the world. He was like, he looks like he's got a bit.
I agree.
And to be fair, the last game we played against Roma, we smashed 4 past Alisson.
You just said that, because you know what the worst thing is in the world, when people are saying, but you bought Alisson for 70 million, you bought Virgil van Dijk for 70 million. Lads, when we bought them for them prices, everybody said, are you mad, Liverpool?
Yeah, I know.
What
exactly.
are you doing, lads? And now all of a sudden, it was like, obviously you knew you were getting them.
No, we
didn't, lads.
I know.
They were risks, just like Mo Salah and Mane and all the other ones were. They were risky signings, lad. We did pay big money for them because we see the potential, but they were still risks, lad.
Yeah,
you buy all potential you want, lad. It doesn't necessarily turn out unless you've got the right coaching, and we did. So
that Coutinho money, mate, to buy those two players is unreal, ridiculous. Nice one.
That's the best deal we've ever done on that. Michael Edwards, mate. Mwah! What a man.
Welcome back.
Innit? Love you, lad. Love you. So we've won 4-2, lad, and I'm actually like made up there, lad. I get to watch matches today and like for the first time in like 3 weeks, which is brilliant. Yeah, first time we've won since Atalanta. So I'm made up with that. We can call that a successful Sunday, lad.
Yeah, love it.
Is it giving a confidence going into the Villa game next week?
I mean, I forgot we had a game next week, to be honest. I'm just like, we're playing Wolves. We're going to send Jürgen off. People are going to wear some T-shirts or whatever. Yeah, honestly,
doesn't really matter.
Don't really care. Don't know if you can do a preview if you want. Like,
we'll do just a little touch on it. Only a very small touch on it, lad.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we've had a good performance at home going into the next game. Surely we'll have a bit more confidence going into it. Mo Salah's at a little bit of form now in that game. Yeah. Harvey Elliott's played well. We have conceded goals. It will be a difficult game, especially because they just lost to Brighton. They're going to be pushing for this top 4 spot. But we'll see what happens.
Play the kids.
Good team. Yeah, play the kids. I know they've been with boss for us, lad.
Yeah, I know.
Players
get Dan's on.
The best players for us.
Get Dan's on because
heel finishes.
Yeah. Nunez, you can't be deleting the Instagram post, mate, because Dan's coming on.
See
you later.
Next post will be him and Dan's like this. Lad.
Yeah.
So I'm made up with that Sunday, lad. It was good. The fact that we couldn't keep clean sheets is annoying the crap out of me. But that's going to lead me on to my next hot topic. Hey. I said
Hello.
It. The next hot topic, we're going to talk about Arne Slot, lad. And we're talking about him because it's going to happen, right? I feel like this is the one where it's finally going to happen. We talked about Ruben Amorim, but that was a crazy situation. Don't even know what happened with him, lad. But we've picked Arne Slot by the looks of it. And I've been looking at his play style, lad, and I said that in one of the streams that I was in last time. He definitely offers more defensive stability. Yeah. I don't know if you've seen his play style or you've seen much of what he does.
I mean, everyone, I've watched a few YouTube videos on Arne Slot, innit?
Yeah, like, we'll be honest, lad. Yeah. I knew who he was from the simple fact that he won the league with Feyenoord, for the first time in ages, and that pops up on social media, so you see this. And I also knew who he was because he beat Ajax, like, for a historical win against Ajax and all of this stuff, But I didn't know who he was, didn't know how he played, didn't know his players, of course. I don't watch every Feyenoord game, I can't lie. But I've been researching it, and as you do, like, because you want to see how your team is going to play with this new fella coming in.
Yeah, got to speculate.
And he does seem to offer better defensive stability. So in his first season, conceded like 40-something goals. Second season, conceded 17. Brilliant, lads. That's what you want. That's what Liverpool are desperate for, and that's what I was going to ask you for. Where do you think Liverpool need to strengthen? Is it in their chances? Is it their defence? Where do you think they need to strengthen, lad?
I think
on the pitch.
I think coming to the end of the Klopp era, everyone is just a bit tired. So tactically, Klopp's been trying a few things, Annie, in his sort of like less risk. He's got no risk on his job. He's done everything. He's won everything, and he's just trying a few little things out. Obviously, we've seen Trent play more in that little, but I don't think I mean, that's where Klopp had success, was like just use it a back 4. When we have the ball, you're a back 2.
Yeah.
Robbo and Trent, F off. And then that leaves space for Salah and Sadio to be inside. And then basically there's just 3 strikers in the box.
Yeah.
And there's the best delivery of the ball on either side. So I would like to see just a bit more of like a flat 4 or 2 and a 2.
I think and then just get that.
Yeah, but then there's lots to talk about us. Where do you play Trent? Because of the quality is unbelievable.
And I've got a point for you on that one. Lad.
Go for it, go on.
So, what you're talking about is exactly what he plays. He likes to play a rigid back 4. He does like a bit of an invert on his left back or his right back, but he does like to have stability there, and he uses his number 6 as a pivot. He doesn't use him as an enforcer so much. It's not like an endo role. It's more like the way Macher plays in a number 6. He wants someone that's good on the ball, can pivot, see the passes, and lift it off.
Yeah,
2 is 2 attacking 8s. He likes to play with 2 attacking 8s, lad. So when you're thinking about the players that we've got in them positions, you could play Macher there.
Well,
Absolutely, you could play Macher there. Yeah. Macher's boss in a number 8 role, lad. We've seen it this season. Fantastic. Dom Szoboszlai.
Yeah, energy.
He's not had the best performances, but loads of energy. Definitely a number 8. He can play there, mate. And then, who else can play there, lad?
I know. The best on the ball, innit?
Trent, lad. Trent could play an attacking 8. He could also play that pivot number 6, lad. So this is an exciting time. It could be that Slot looks at him now and goes, right, I'm looking on bringing a few Feyenoord players in here, lad. We've got Conor Bradley here at right back. You're a phenomenal talent, and your best attribute is your variety of passing.
Yeah. Where
are you best suited to put your variety of passing? Oh, midfield. So that could happen, especially his playing style, lad. Don't know if it's necessarily what I want, but it's exciting to think about. That's what I'm talking about, and I do feel like we might see that. And me talking about Feyenoord players is... Right, before I say these names, I'm not Dutch. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry if I butcher these names, okay? First name. Yeah, his name is Lucharel Gartarida. Yeah, I'm so sorry. If I've butchered that name, I apologise.
We're laughing in the background.
I know, yeah. So, he's got a Dutch lad in there as well. He's Dutch in the back. He's probably laughing his head off at me. So he plays right back, centre back, and CDM on the odd occasion, right? I've had a look at him, YouTube compilations and that. This kid absolutely loves a slide tackle. He looks like an aggressive...
Are you describing Joe Gomez here?
I know. I know, genuinely, lad.
Yeah.
But this is the point, lad. We need players like him right now because, unfortunately, we're going to lose probably Matip, right? Matip's probably on the way out.
We haven't seen much of him, and he's just getting old, isn't he?
I love Matip, though. Everyone loves him.
What a signing, by the way.
Unfortunately, lads, yeah.
Out of context Matip as well. Have you seen that content?
Nah.
You've not seen that?
Nah.
Out of context Matip. Go have a little look.
That's a plug there for your account, whoever that is you made up there.
It's very good. It's just Matip doing mad stuff when no one's watching.
I know
honestly,
he's got the most typical German voice that you've ever heard in your life, lad, that you don't expect to come out of him, but he's a lovable character. We love him. But he's going to be chipping, so we're going to need somebody to fill in that centre-back. We're going to need the next centre-back. With the 38 games, plus the games in the Cups, we need depth. We've seen that in the season when we got riddled with the defensive injuries, lad, and we struggled, right? Yeah. This is a good little player that I've been looking at. And I think he will offer something to Liverpool. He's got a good relationship with the manager already. He's played 45 times this season.
For him, yeah.
Yeah, for Slot.
That's a lot, isn't it? Yeah, he must trust him, yeah. But also, you got to think, Slot coming in, is he going to, are Feyenoord players good enough for his, his Liverpool reign? Or his first few signings, mate, they're going to be under a microscope. Everyone's going to look at them, and obviously everyone wants everything to fail in it. When a manager makes 2 signings or whatever, the media are on him, aren't they? So that's the only thing I'm wary of when we talk about who's he going to bring in. Because I don't think Jürgen brought anyone from Dortmund, did he?
No. I don't believe he did.
And I'm sure we were chatting. Who's he going to bring in?
Yeah, staff, but that no players. So,
but anyway, who else are you on
so
your list there?
Another again. Don't laugh in the back. Don't laugh. Yeah. His name is with you, centre defensive mid. Yeah, he's 24 years old. He's Dutch again. He's played 42 times for Slot. He scored 6 goals from that position. Just to add, right, the other lad scored 7 goals as well from a right back position, which is great output, right?
Not bad, yeah.
So he scored 6 goals from centre defensive mid, and he's again exactly what I've just described in the 6. He's that pivot lad. He's good on the ball. He's technical. He's actually going to represent Netherlands in the Euros, or people are assuming he's going to because he's played that well this season. Yeah. And so these are the type of players we do want to be linked with in the positions I feel that we need to strengthen in. I feel like we've got bags and bags of attackers like that offer goal threat. I'm not going to say that offer goals because we are struggling for goals sometimes.
But we need that midfield ability and whatever
Massively.
else to be able to, for everyone else to just express ourselves when we talk about Nunez and the fluidity.
Yeah.
If we can just get a bit of fluidity and a few blind passes like that Hendo hook.
Yeah,
that's
Hendo
what
was, I love that.
I know, he didn't
First
even
time
look, did he?
hook,
Just
innit?
hook, and Salah's already off.
Yeah.
And, I think Nunez has missed out on a few little
He
blind
has.
hooks from Hendo.
Like, we love Endo. Love Endo, yeah. You've been brilliant for us this season. Thank you so much, lad. But you definitely need, but he definitely needs somebody else next to him, lad. And not in the game. Somebody else that's offering him support when he can't play. So that Wifia will be his replacement for that number 6 role by the looks of it, lad.
Yeah, could be, mate.
If we get him. It's just speculation right now, but I do think we need another number 6 because you can't have one in the club. I know we've got Bajetic. We do.
Yeah, that was nice to see him come back. Actually, yeah, he's tidy on the ball, isn't he?
He is.
I love
But
it.
he's
He's still a kid though, isn't he?
Yeah, you can see
he's a bit of a, and he has those socks pulled down as well. He's a player though, honestly.
Also,
he's
Saka,
he's a young Thiago, him. But what, Saka? Yeah.
Lad, Saka, I know you got, lad. That was definitely a bad challenge. Yeah, but wear some shinnies, the boys. Why has nobody got any shinnies on?
I honestly, like, it's the worst pain for me. Like my shins kill. I know.
It's mad. I don't understand. The shinnies are like this big now, lad. When I was growing up, lad, shinnies were this big. I had ankle things on them. You don't have to wear the ankle things on that, lad. But wear some shinnies that actually cover your shin, that aren't just a matchbox, so you don't get big, massive cuts on your shins, lad, when you get booted there.
Yeah,
it's
you
mad.
can't say nothing if you get booted in the shin.
It's silly, lad.
Yeah.
Because that's what happens for bloody hell. So yeah, Bajetic, he looked alright, lad. I could see though, like when he's getting a little bit shoulder barged off the ball.
He's
definitely got the tenacity.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he's got the build yet because he's still a young lad.
But technically he's amazing. That's why they're coming in for him, and he's just like, just flick the ball a yard away from you and you fouled me.
Which
Easy.
is brilliant because it's gonna add notes to his game because he's not so physical in the moment. He's gonna learn how to operate without that physicality, which will give him them little touches around the corner and them little passes and all this type of management of his style. It's gonna be a little bit different, and then when he gets that physicality, he'll have both cards to his game that way. And that's
I'm so excited. Honestly, I'm so excited for him to like come of age. You know what I mean? But I think those players talking about, that's exactly who Liverpool love to buy. Innit? Do you know what I mean? From a foreign league, you know what I mean? Whether it's the Bundesliga, whatever.
That no one's necessarily heard of.
Dutch league. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I don't know how much. Well, it's the potential buy in it, and that potential price goes up, and that they're 24 and he played this many games. Like you just, you're overselling it to them, and they're probably thinking, 40 million.
He's not that good. Just give him for 30p, lad.
I know. And of course, like they're not going to be happy that Slot's off for sure, innit? But also they can't. Liverpool come knocking. You can't have a go at the guy. But also they can try and hold on to the players as much as possible.
One of the best teams in the world, lad. And I'm not saying that arrogantly. We are.
We
are.
Mate, why would we be here if we didn't think that as well?
Exactly, lad. So yeah, that's what we're thinking about Arne Slot. I feel like he's going to offer some defensive stability. We've already got loads of attacking prowess, lad. And he's going to come in and with a different tactic. He's not. We already know. We've all read the Athletic. Yeah, we've all read it. He's not actually going to be the manager, lad. He's going to be the head coach. So whether or not these signings come in, might not even happen, lad, because Michael Edwards looking after all that stuff. Slot isn't even looking after the transfer.
I'm sure Slot's like, hey, he's good. Yeah. And Michael Edwards was like, I'll let you know if he's good, mate.
Yeah. Which I like.
Yeah, I'll send you another email.
Yeah.
With a
Get
breakdown.
back to coaching, mate.
I know. But I was saying in the pub last night, you know what I can't wait for, and I hope it happens, like in the Kop. Just loads of bald caps. That's what I want. No, honestly, that's what I want. Just like a load of bald caps, a little zoom in from like whoever the broadcaster is.
That's
and
amazing.
There we go, we're off, aren't we?
The Kop's got a big shiny mirror finish on it, like there's all the top of the end mirroring off the sun, lad.
Love it. I can't wait for that, honestly.
Yeah. Well, we wish you the best of luck, Arnold. Yeah, because we're gonna. Is his name Arnold or is it just Arne? Is Arne? Sorry.
I don't know.
Arne.
You know what I love as well? Very popular brand in Liverpool, Arne. The Arne coats all over the Kop as well, so it's meant to be. Honestly, like a Liverpool away, you'll just see Arne coats everywhere.
I'm gonna see a collaboration between them and some mad brand, lad, with Arne on the back of their thing and like some embroidery or something, lad.
Love it.
So, talking about Arne Slot, we look forward to him coming in a way, but we're also very sad to see Jürgen Klopp coming, of course. But we're just trying to get an idea of what he's going to bring to our club, lad, because we're going to be watching him for the rest of our lives, lad. So let's see, innit? Moving on, next hot topic is transfers again. Who do you think is going to be utilised by Slot in our club right now? And who do we think is actually going to be in the way out, lads? Hopefully not Darwin Nunez. I hope that's why you haven't deleted all your stuff, lad, by the way.
Yeah,
I actually do want to keep you. But who do we think that Slot is going to be like, don't need him?
Well, I think Well, it's up to Edwards mainly, innit? Like we
Yeah.
just said there. So and I don't know. I mean, he's probably watching, going, "I know 2 years are absolutely done."
Yeah.
And also, it's like commercial value and stuff. But Salah, you know, is the end for? I know personally, I think like his performances hasn't been great or whatever. But even when he scored 44 goals in that season, whatever, he could have scored 64.
Yeah, that's the way.
So his performances have always been a bit up and down. But Mo Salah's not looking like Mo Salah anymore, and I think. I mean, for the owners as well, I don't know what they're thinking about commercially, but to bring in a few bob is, you know, I don't know. I think, and also there's talk of Gomez being open to leave,
Please don't.
to leaving,
Don't.
and I know he's been great,
Yet,
but the thing is, he's not like settled in a position, and but like I don't like as a player, like if you're happy with being utility in it, but I think, I mean, at this stage right now, all the players they don't know. Did he? They don't know him, so they don't know if he's staying or going. Did he? So I'm sure most of those players that haven't really settled in or have been there for a while, right, are just thinking maybe it's my time to go off, new challenge in it, and also they'll look back and reminisce and go, I was managed by Klopp in that era of all these trophies and stuff.
In the golden era of Liverpool, really.
I know, but then
one of them.
But it's funny though because the midfield is our newest contingent in it in the squad, but then we've. You know, most of our chat about new players has been about midfielders as well. So it's
we still need it, lad.
I know, yeah, but like that's. But then we were also saying a few months ago, Klopp's rebuilt midfield in like a month or whatever. So it's all too much for me.
He's built a bare bones midfield right now, lad, but it still needs bulking out. I think that if you're looking at players that are on the outgoing, unfortunately, lad, we talked about Matip. I think his time's done at Liverpool now. It's pretty much over.
Yeah,
and
not a big miss though. I mean, from recent, but
I agree. And also Thiago's going to be gone, lad. I can't see him staying, mate. He's played about 4 games for us this season, and as much as I love to watch him play, beautiful footballer, one of the best footballers I've ever seen touch a football. Genuinely, the way he operates on that field is majestic, lad.
Ballet,
but you're never there, and we can't afford to pay your wages if you're never there, lads. And I'd love to have you there.
I think it's pretty hefty as well, his wage bill, you know.
And fair play, because he's such a wonderful player, lad. So if he's on the pitch, lads, have the money. You deserve it, but you're not on the pitch, lad. And we could do with somebody else in that CDM role now. And he would have been perfect in this Arnie slot role of the pivot, because he's great at that. But
he's not 5 years younger, is he?
Yeah, and that's just the way it is. So I think the two major ones for me are Matip and Thiago, who are going to be the outgoing, which will give us some dough, right, free up some wage space. And I do think there are going to be incomings to Liverpool, and we've talked about the incomings already, that we think and we've been speculated with. It is very early right now, but it is coming to the end of the season, and we will talk about it. But there will be another added variable into the transfer window, and we all know what that is. It's the Euros. Every single time someone plays good in the Euros, lad, they get bought. That's the way it is. Yeah, that's the way it is. So there might be an emerging star in the Euros that's from a foreign league, maybe the Dutch league, that Liverpool look at and go, do you know what? Or Portuguese league, because we love them Portuguese leagues, lad. Yeah. That may look at and go, we'll have them. Yeah, Diaz is there.
The fans another Diaz, innit?
Yeah.
I mean, for the right-hand side.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Diaz. Please stay as well, by the way.
Stay.
Yeah, I know people. Yeah, we chatted about the conversion when
his shot conversion rate is not great.
Yeah, I know, but what he does box to box is amazing. Yeah, really and he brings the most energy every game. He runs his socks off, literally. Like he's knackered.
And he's beautiful to watch, to be quite honest with you. I love watching him. I genuinely,
he's got that flair.
He's the exact opposite to Mo Salah, lad. Mo Salah's got like, in the box, everything is usually spot on, lad. And his wing play is great, but he does have good dribbling. But we know what I'm talking about here right now, don't we? Like the technical, skillful, flary type of stuff.
Unpredictability, innit? That's what I don't know which way Diaz is gonna go.
I don't think he does.
Yeah,
he doesn't know either, lad. He just throws his hips around everywhere, lad, like a little salsa Colombian thing, lad, and then just gets off, lad. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's mad. So I think that's pretty much it, lad. We've got a bit of the end of the season. We'll talk a little bit about it, because obviously it's not the last game of the season yet, but we will still have a little word on it. End of season stuff. Who do you think's been the best player for Liverpool?
Season
the whole season, lad.
Yeah, I struggle actually. Yes, I don't think there's a standout person, is there? I mean, I don't know. Yeah, you've probably got one.
I've got one.
But I mean, Elliott's been great, but he's had too much of a.
I love how you said that though.
Off the bench.
He was my second one, lad.
Was he? Yeah,
honestly, I think Elliott has just the flowers I can give that boy this season. He is a really respectable kid in the way he approaches the fans. He absolutely adores playing for us, lad. He scored a goal yesterday and said, they were like, best goal you've ever scored, and he was like, literally any goal I score in this Liverpool top is a blessing. I'm so grateful, and I honestly, I'm so appreciative of professionals that are like that. He knows where he is in his life, and he knows how special it is. And he wants to fight for it, lad. And he's got quality. I don't know about. He's done a lot of stupid stuff in his life, and I know that all that stuff is stupid stuff. But he seems to be maturing.
That talent, like you can't like not be stupid. But yeah, maturing. But it wasn't. Even, that's not even an immediate answer. It's like honest.
Yeah.
And he's a Liverpool fan anyway. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I know he's like. There's loads of pictures of him going
home
and away with Liverpool. Yeah, I know. It's like But like I think Elliot has been the shining like star of hope in it for us next season. But I think stability wise, I know you've got one in mind. Who was it?
So the honourable mentions for me would have been Harvey Elliott and Endo. I also think Trent's kicked on this season and really developed himself in that pivot, in that inverted role. Quansah as well, fantastic. Connor Bradley, wow, what a bloody emerging season you've had. But the bomb for me, honestly, lad, is Virgil. I just think Virgil.
Yeah.
He did make a few mistakes throughout the season, but he's been there consistently almost every single game, and he's been a brick, lad, a brick wall. I definitely can see the goals, but it's come from the instability of his centre-back partners. I do think that he's not had one partner that he really cement a partnership with, but I do feel like he's getting back to a lot of his best attributes, lad. He's solid. He doesn't look shaky, he looks like he can play the ball over the top again. I really, really appreciated his play this year. I can't explain what I mean. I don't think he's at his best. He's not at his best.
No, but I think
we may never see that again. But he's definitely up there now, lad. He's one of the best defenders in the league, if not the best still. And I really appreciated that from him this season, lad. I really needed to see that from him. I really did.
He's been probably the most pissed off he's been since been at Liverpool, as in games, because we've had like all that shift in the back four has changed, the midfield's changed. We've had like the worst starts to games like ever this season. And I think he's been the most angry he's been. But like that's also shows that he hasn't like, he's never like threw a strop, has he? Do you know what I mean? He's always, even when we're winning, actually, he is a bit like ratty at Robbo. Like, don't let him cross the ball.
I love that.
Ever. Innit? He's so pissed off. Yeah.
Ever.
Do not one cross. That's too many. You've already had your quota for the game.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I know. But he's been like, we need Verge in there, don't we? Like, as in, Verge is not going anywhere.
I hope not. Like honestly, lad, you can stay with us until you're 35 if you want, lad, 37, 38. If you're playing the way you're playing now, lad, I have no doubt also the lessons that you're going to teach young Quansah and young Kanate and all these defenders around you. I really appreciate how you've taken the Liverpool captaincy and really made it your own, lad. I really, and I think honestly, testament to Trent as well.
Yeah, no,
it's the vice captaincy and stuff as well. Both of them have won us games by defending and scoring goals, lad. They've both been brilliant for me. And also, how dare I forget this? How dare I, Mache? Wow, you've been brilliant as well, lad. We absolutely love you, lad. You honestly, and we knew it at the start of the season. You were going to be the signing, lad, and you have been. You are an incredible footballer. We are so grateful to have you too. But yeah.
So you Veg then, Veg is your player of the season.
Mache, I'll do them too.
Yeah. I think Mache third for me, and then Elliot second. I know he's a lot of super sub appearances and whatnot, but like
changes the game every time.
Yeah, it's been quality, Annie. But I think like we were talking about there, like the seniors in it. Like so, we got Trent and Van Dijk are the ones that new players coming in who's going to be my mentors or whatever. Yeah. I mean, Trent's a young senior. But
he's still a senior now, lads. In my opinion, he's still a senior. He's been there, done it all, lads.
I know, but he's still, I mean, in my head, he's still like that, that kid who came through and whatever. But like the quality is unbelievable, and his head's, pretty stable as well, actually. But like, we do miss that like Hendo and Milner stability. I agree. And Hendo and Milner have like overseen the progression of like all of our players, basically. Do you know what I mean? Everyone. I know. Yeah,
we'll do all the dirty work, lad. You go and develop your game.
Yeah, and also we'll give you advice on life and that, innit, and like be patient and that. And I'm sure I know there he is there, Hendo. Look at him, he's ready to just Robo, get in there. Champion. Yeah. But yeah, no, I think so. That's the only thing that I'm like. Hope Verge is still that motivated to be like, I will oversee all these people coming in and also develop these players, because we haven't had the best of seasons. No. We haven't had the best out of all the players, especially Soberslai. Soberslai's like not. We haven't unlocked them yet. Do you know what I mean? Gakpo had a bit of a slow start, but like
Ryan Gravenberch.
Yeah, Gravenberch. Yeah, I know. I think I look back and go, yeah, Gravenberch has probably bought him for the bench and bought him for a bit of Europa League and whatnot. Like, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe like we
Dutch
haven't
manager
unleashed the potential of all these players.
Yeah, Dutch manager coming in now as well, lad. So he's got a good Dutch connection in
Yeah,
the club.
exactly,
Lad. There's a few
yeah.
Dutch players there. So yeah, that's it today, I think, lads. Don't
Done,
forget,
yeah?
lad. Give us a like and a subscribe, please, yeah, because I didn't mention that in the stream. So if you would on your way out, that would be fantastic. I have been your host today, Zoyle Mills. Yeah, and I've had my guest here, Joe Marshy, Scouse goalkeeper, whatever you want to call him. He's part of the channel now. He's our family. Go and look at his stuff, like all his stuff. He's got a end of the season game coming up where he could win the league. Yeah, so go and support him. We love him. Yeah, all of that stuff.
Nice one.
And we'll see you next time. Thank you very much, Joe, lads.
Nice one, mate. Thanks. See you later. Bye.
Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. If you've enjoyed this, make sure you check out the rest of the channel too. There's other stuff you'll enjoy for sure.
Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to the Kop TV.
The voice of football's most famous dads.
Come on.